I'm Jason Robinhood, and these are the stocks of the day for Friday, January 7th, 2022. Okay, so it is currently 3:35 p.m. here in Las Vegas, and we're going to go over the best performing stocks in the stock market today. Not the greatest day in the stock market today. The Dow Jones was down 4 points. The S&P 500 was down 19 points. The NASDAQ 100 was down 144 points, almost 145 points. And the Russell 2K was down 26 points. The VIX is currently at an 18 handle. So not the best way to start off 2022. I think we were down on all the indexes this week, but we did find some pretty good performing stocks, some stocks that are clearly outperforming the market. Let's see some of the best stocks in the stock market today. In this series, we go over about 20 to 25 of the best performing stocks, 5 stocks from the Dow Jones, 5 from the S&P 500, 5 from the NASDAQ, and 5 from the Russell 2K. And if there is like 5 outperforming stocks in the stock market. The first index we're going to go over is the Dow Jones. The Dow Jones was down 4 points today, but we did find some winners. Walgreens. As you can see, Walgreens, even though the Dow Jones was down 4 points today, Walgreens was up over almost 3%. Pretty strong move. The stock is up 22% for the year, and it offers over a 3% dividend. So keep an eye on Walgreens this year if you're looking for a dividend stock or a stock in the Dow Jones. Next stock is Travelers. Travelers, as you can see, is a pretty good stock. This stock was up over 2% today. Very strong move, 19% for the year over year, and that offers a 2% dividend. A really strong, high-paying dividend stock. Not the most volatile stock in the world, and up over 19% on the year. So you want to keep an eye on Travelers this year. Honeywell. I literally didn't even know Honeywell was a part of the Dow Jones. I literally forgot that. But Honeywell had another pretty good day today. As you can see, this is like an industrial stock, and this stock was up over 2.34% today. And for the year, it's only up 1%. Not the best performing stock in the year. I mean, the Dow Jones was up over 19% last year, I believe it. So you can keep an eye on this stock. This stock only offers a 1.79% dividend. And then we also have Boeing. Boeing, as you can see, Boeing had a pretty good day, almost up 2% today for Boeing. Boeing is only up barely 1% year over year, 37% 5 years, and let's see if they offer a dividend. They do not offer a dividend. I would not recommend Boeing right now, unfortunately. But Boeing did have a pretty good day. Keep an eye on that stock. Next stock is, let me see, this stock is down 3%. Merrick is down 3% year over year. I'm probably not going to recommend this. It does offer a 3% dividend. It's a pharmaceutical healthcare stock, but it did have a good day today, but I probably wouldn't recommend it. It's up over 1.86% today. And the last stock in the Dow Jones that performed well, even though the Dow Jones was down 4 points today, we're going to go to Dow Chemicals, energy and industrial material. It's a materials company now at this point. This stock is up over almost 2% today, almost 2%. Little under 1% on the year. It's a chemicals, materials company, and it offers over a 4.81% dividend. Let's see what it did in over 5 years. This is, as you can see, the low was all the way down to 25, and since 25, this stock has basically gone on a straight line. The high was around June 11th, 2021. And you can see, let's see, last year around this time, it was 55, right? So it was kind of around the same price this time last year, and it went all the way up. It ran all the way until June of 2021. So if you're looking for a stock to buy, this stock currently is at $59. You would think the high, it could run all the way up to $68. So this is a stock you probably want to keep an eye on, and once again, it offers a really strong 4% dividend. So I'm going to keep an eye on this stock. I'm gonna add it to add it there. I'll just keep an eye on Dow. I definitely want to add some diversity to my portfolio with some materials. But those are the best performing stocks in the Dow Jones today. 5 stocks. I think there was maybe 6 stocks. Even though the Dow Jones was down 4 points, we did find some winners. The next 5, 6 stocks we're gonna do are for the S&P 500. The S&P 500 was down 19 points. S&P 500 is under 47. I think it's at like 4,600. The high is around 4,800. So we're gonna keep an eye on S&P 500 this year. But one of the best performing stocks on the S&P 500 today, even though the S&P 500 was down 19 points, you can see was Discovery. Discovery was up over 17 percentage points today. That's an insane move for Discovery. Almost $5, a really strong move. But I mean, you can see the stock is been beat up, completely beat up over the last year. But if you think about it, you can see almost kind of like if you follow this chart, March 19th, the stock was at it was at $77. And if you look January of last year, right, kind of around this time, it was at $34. And you can see, I mean, in a straight line, for the most part, it went up from this day, January 8th, 2021, all the way to March 19th. So keep an eye on Discovery. It's not the greatest chart in the world, but you definitely want to keep an eye on this stock, that especially in the next 2 months, with a target date of March 19th. That was the high, around 77. So keep an eye on this stock, up 17 percentage points on a day where the S&P was down. The next stock is Viacom. This is another stock that performed really well, up over 8% today. This stock is almost exactly like the Discovery chart. So maybe there's a trend there. This stock topped out a little bit later, about 3 days later than Discovery. But this stock moved from January 8th all the way to March 22nd, all the way up to $100. So you want to keep an eye on some of these stocks, the Discoveries and the Viacoms of the world. They went basically in a straight line for the next 2 months. So you keep an eye on those stocks, especially with a 17% move on a single day. That could be a bounce off of a low. You would expect some give back, but you don't want to miss the next 17%. So keep an eye on those 2 stocks. Next stock in the S&P 500 was Lumen Technologies. I don't know what this is, but this stock was up over 5% today. Kind of a cheaper stock, $13 a share, up 30% year over year. That's a good move. S&P 500 was up. S&P 500 was up about, I think, 27% last year. So this stock is keeping pace with that. But over the past 5 years, it's down 43%. Not the greatest. But it offers a 7% dividend. What? What does this do? What kind of stock is this? That's interesting. It's up 9% year over year. That's a little bit surprising. A 7% dividend on a $13 stock. So I don't know what's going on there. But a pretty good move for this stock. As you can see, this stock was up over 5% today. Next stock is CTRA. Let me see what's this. CTRA was up over 5% today. Also, on the week, it's up 13%. That's a pretty good move. Over 26% year over year. And for the past 5 years, down 6%. Not the worst move. It does offer a dividend. I have no idea, but this is an energy company. Not a bad move. Energy sector is one of the best performing sectors in the stock market. So maybe you want to keep an eye on this stock. It's up 26%. Not the worst thing in the world, especially for a stock that pays a 2% dividend. It's staying in line with the S&P 500, about 27%, and it offers a 2% dividend. So that's not a terrible stock to keep an eye on. Next stock is, what is this? Let me see. Host Hotels? Is that possible? Yeah, Host Hotels and Resorts. What's this about? This is like a hotel. It's a real estate investment trust. It's just a hotel company for some unknown reason is up today. Host hotels and resorts. That's interesting. Up over 22% year over year in the past 5 years. It's down 4%, but I'm pretty sure it probably pays a nice dividend. Only pays a 1.37 dividend. Not the strongest dividend in the world for a REIT, but a pretty good move for a stock, up 4% today and up 22%. So not the worst stock in the world if you want to play sort of the reopen play. You would imagine a lot of hotels and resorts will be reopening and have a stronger year this year than they did last year. So this is a stock you probably want to keep an eye on if you're looking for a nice little dividend play in a nice little REIT and hotel space. And the last stock in the S&P 500 that performed well was Dish Network. Dish Network was up a little under 3%, right? A little over 3% today. It's kind of, it definitely did not perform as well as Discovery or Viacom. But Dish is actually up 6% year over year. Past 5 years, down 41%. Not the greatest thing in the world. And it doesn't offer a dividend. So probably not one of the stocks I would be keeping too much attention on. Just a good move on the daily. So those were about 6 stocks for the S&P 500. Remember, the S&P 500 was down 19 points today. It's under 4,700. We want to keep an eye on that 4,700 and the 4,800. I think some analysts have the S&P 500 going all the way up to 5,100 points this year. So at 46, you would think is a discount. So you want to keep an eye on stocks that move up on days when the S&P 500 is down 19 points. The next index we're going to cover is the NASDAQ 100. The NASDAQ 100 was down 144 points today. I think the NASDAQ 100 has been down 7 of the past 8 trading days. So the NASDAQ 100 is not looking so good recently. But one of the best performing stocks in the NASDAQ 100 today was Lucid Group. As you see, I have about 11 shares of Lucid Group. Lucid Group was up over 8%, right? A little over 8%, 8.22% today. This stock is up 313% year over year. You will see the high is around 52, right? 50, maybe 53. It's up 300% the past 5 years. It began trading in 2020. So this stock is not too old. If you want to keep an eye on EV stock, kind of a new stock, right? I have 11 shares of Lucid Group, one of the best performing stocks in the stock market today, up 9 percentage points, even though the NASDAQ 100 was down 144 points. I mean, this does seem like there's a lot of time to buy this stock. It looks like the high is around 58 and we're down to 41. So you want to keep an eye on Lucid Group this year. I have 11 shares, so I'm definitely rooting for them. Next stock in the NASDAQ 100 was PDD. Pinduo, once again, I mean, for the week, it's down 4%. But yesterday, this stock was up, I think, 7%. And today, it's up another 7%. It's still down 69%. But there's a lot of momentum in this stock, even though it's only down 4% in the last week. You definitely want to keep an eye on Pinduo Duo. 2 days in a row, this stock has made this list, even though it's still down for the week. You know, the NASDAQ has had a bad week, but Pinduoduo back-to-back 7 plus percentage point days. So you're going to keep an eye on Pinduoduo for Monday to see what they do on Monday, right? Next stock for the NASDAQ 100 was Peloton. Peloton is up a little over 4% today. This stock is the second time it's been on the week. As you can see, the stock was at a low at 31 and now almost at 36. For the past month, it's still down 16%. For the past year, it's down 75%. So still not really looking on recommending buying this stock, but it may have bottomed out. It does seem like it bottomed right around here, around 32. Definitely want to keep an eye on Peloton this year. If it breaks that 32, you probably don't want to buy it. But, you know, it could probably get up. I mean, you can see the high is around $90. So there's a lot of room in this stock for this stock to move. Next stock is NetEase. Let's see. NetEase. NetEase was up a little. Oh, it got cut in half in the after hours. So not one of the best moves. When I was watching it earlier, the stock was up clearly over 2%, but then in the after hours, something happened to it. So not one of the best moves, and it's down 6% over year over year. So a Chinese stock, one of the Chinese stocks that are doing well, like Pinduoduo and NetEase, and the next stock also JD. JD is one of the Chinese stock. This stock was up over 2% today, so it kept some of the gains in the after hours market. It didn't give a lot back like NetEase did. But JD.com is still down 24% year over year. You can see a bounce here around, what is this, 62, 63. It's at 68 now. You can see maybe you see that bounce around $63. That's about the low. That's about where you want to trade it at. If it gets below 63, you definitely want to get out around. You can see January 5th around 6:30 a.m. It was around 62.55, but it bounces at that number. This is probably a good buy zone right here around this price. You see it tops out around 73. Probably. Maybe you want to keep an eye around the 73 mark, around the 70 mark. If it could break above 73, you could see maybe even a 79 number. But JD.com is a stock you probably want to keep an eye on. Even though it's down 24% year over year, it's up 162% the past 5 years. And you can see, let me see. And you can see the numbers once again. 63 is the bottom, right here, 68. A lot of trading around these numbers, around 62, 63, 68, and then 80. So it's a good range here. The high is at $106. So there's a lot of room for JD.com to move this year. We're going to keep an eye on it, up another 2% today. Keep an eye on JD.com, one of the best performing stocks in the NASDAQ this week. Next stock is, I think it's like an energy company. What is this? American Electric Power. How about this? This stock is a clear winner, up over 1.82% today. For the past year, it's up over 10%. Past 5 years, 44%. Not the strongest move for the past 5 years, but it does pay over a 3.36% dividend. That's a pretty strong dividend, pretty steady stock if you're looking for one of the stocks to pay a really strong dividend, not too volatile. I mean, there was a big drop here from 103 all the way down to, like, what is this, 71. So that's a little bit worrisome if you break that 103 mark, right? So this stock is trading at $90. You definitely want to keep an eye on this stock at around $100. The next $10 are pretty vital. If it can break above $100, we're, $104 or $5, we're talking about all time. Maybe, I don't know, all-time highs, but highs of the past 5 years. So keep an eye on American Power, especially if you're looking for a stock that pays a dividend in the NASDAQ 100. This stock pays over a 3.36% dividend. So you can keep an eye on AEP for the next year. And the last stock for the NASDAQ 100 is EA. This is a video game company. You just want to throw this in for fun. This stock is up a little over 1% today. For the past year, it's actually still down 4%. For the past 5 years, up 65%. Does it pay a dividend? Pays a small, tiny little dividend. The lows happened in 2018 in December. That was a nasty trading month. So this stock was $76 back then. Let me see, the lows in 2020 was $86, $119. You can see the last, since March 20, May 29, 2020, it's just basically it's been in a trading range from, what number is this, 118 all the way up to about 147. So it's kind of in a trading range right now, 118. If it breaks that 118 number, you would kind of worry about this stock. But if it could break above 147 in the next few days or this year, you want to watch out above. So this stock is about, what, $16 off of its highs. You want to keep an eye on EA this year. We don't know how the reopen trade will affect this stock this year, or maybe it will help with more conventions and more releases this year. But if reopen is official, it's going to be harder for this stock to probably hit all-time highs. So those were the best performance stocks in the NASDAQ 100. Remember, the NASDAQ 100 was down 144 points today, but we picked out, what is that, six stocks, maybe six, seven stocks that we were looking at for the NASDAQ 100 that were all up above 1 percentage point. And for the last stocks of the day, we're going to check out the Russell 2K. Now, the Russell 2K was down 26 points today, a lot of points for the Russell 2K, but we did find about 5 stocks that were up over 10 percentage points today. So let's see if we can get all of these. A huge moves in some of these stocks. Obviously, for a market that was down, as you can see, this stock right here, ABSI, was up over almost 14%, almost 15% today. I had it at 17 percentage point. They gave back some in the after hours, but this stock was up over 15 percentage points today on a day where the market was down. For the past year, I mean, this stock is terrible, so I'm probably not going to recommend this. This stock is just going straight down since $30. It's down all the way to $7, so I'm probably not going to buy that one. But it did have a really strong move today, 17 points. Maybe we keep an eye on this stock next week to see if this may have bounced off of its lows. Next stock, I think, is another double-digit gainer. Greenbox. Yeah, Greenbox. You can see, look at this move. This stock did not give back any in the after hours, and this stock was up almost 16 percentage points. This stock is still probably may still be considered a penny stock. A penny stock is a stock under $5, is what Wall Street will refer to as a penny stock. Today, as you can see, it broke above the penny stock status. That's interesting. But I mean, this chart is embarrassing. This chart is down 60% since the IPO. The high was in April of last year. So that's interesting. April of last year, the high was $19, and it's basically fallen since then. So you probably don't want to keep too big of an eye on this stock, but a pretty good move for a stock up 16%, and it did not give any back in the after hours. So next week, you definitely want to keep an eye on this, especially because it moved out of the penny status, but probably not a long-term buy. Maybe a quick trade. Next stock, another stock that moved above 10% today. You can see this stock moved almost 11% today. Franken Covey. Oh, how about that? Wow, this is one of the best charts we've seen in the market today. Look at this. Up 108%. 108%. Wow. What the hell is this stock? This stock is on fire. I'm going to have to watch this up. I may actually buy this stock on Monday. I most likely will be buying maybe 1 or 2 shares of this stock on Monday. I mean, this stock is beautiful. Look at that chart. S&P 500 was up 27%. That was the best performing index of last year. And this stock almost 4 times did, 108%. So this is a stock you definitely, not only do you want to keep an eye on, I will most likely be buying 2 shares of Franken Covey on Monday. So happy we checked into this stock. Next stock is RYB. Riley Bio. What is this? This stock is up over 10%. Another double-digit mover in the stock market today. Riley Bally. I have no idea what this is. It's a biotechnology company. It doesn't pay a dividend. Let's see what's the yearly chart move. Oh my God, this chart is pretty ugly. A lot of ugly charts in this day. Down 33% year over year. I mean, this chart is terrible. But the high was in August 5th, 2021, and that was about $23, about a double from where it's at right now. But a pretty good move, a double-digit move, a 10% move for Riley Bally, a biotechnology company today. Next stock, eHealth. Let me see what this is. This stock, another beautiful chart today, did not give back any percentage points in the after-hours market. eHealth is up over 10 percentage points today. Oh my God, look at this chart is disgusting. This chart is down 65% year over year, but it's still up 120. What? This stock is up 125%. And let's just look at this chart real quick. This chart was down. It was a $12 stock in 2017. It ran all the way up, and all the way the top was May of 2022, about last year, about 5 months from now, May of 2022. It hit all-time highs at about $133. Let's see where we were at last year around this time. Around January, it was 93. So I'm not gonna buy this stock. This chart is terrible, but it's pretty interesting for a chart to be down 65% year over year, but still up over 125% over the past 5 years. That's why it's a great idea to invest long term and hold stocks longer than 5 years. And the last stock of the last stock we're gonna check today for the best stocks of the day for January 7th, Friday, January 7th, 2022. I hope this stock was about, I don't think this is above 10, but I think this is about 9%. Yeah, almost 10%. OMIC, one of the last stocks we have. This stock is, wow, this is embarrassing. One of the worst stocks we're going to look at. We're going to look at FC because this chart is terrible. But this stock is down 67% year over year. As you can see, the stock market is not doing so well when some of these stocks that are down 70% year over year are having such great days. We're highlighting them. But hey, it is what it is. The winners don't always go up. Sometimes the losers win the day, right? I hate to call some of these stocks losers, but I mean, come on, respectfully, if you own this stock last year, you're down 60-70%. That's a loser, right? That's a loser. Definitely probably not recommend this stock, even though it was up 10% today. You're not gonna keep an eye on that stock. Okay, so there you have it. Those were like 26, maybe even 25 of the best performing stocks in the stock market. This is the first week of 2022. Not the best market so far. The Dow Jones is down. The S&P 500 is down. The NASDAQ 100 is down. And the Russell 2K was down today. All four indexes were down. But we're going to stay long in the stock market. I hope everyone has a great weekend. Do you own any of these stocks? Do you have any great performance stocks in your portfolio you would like to recommend to myself or the other viewers of this video? Did you discover any new stocks in this video that you may decide to buy? I'm Jason, Robinhood. These were the stocks of the day for Friday, January 7th, 2022. Stay long in the stock market.